The New England Patriots last year went on an improbable run. Just improbable from any way you look at it. And they won the Super Bowl as a wild card team. They did it the hard way. Many people thought that this team was a fluke. But the Patriots' only goal was to prove everybody wrong. And that journey to prove everybody wrong had a lot of fireworks. And this season started out with a bang. From the offensive side of football, big time performances from their quarterback and their star wide receiver, who's pretty much let it known that he's the best receiver in the game, Terrence Glover. We'll get into that a little bit later. Stanley Terry, proving that he can't just only be a number 2, he can be a number 1 in this league. And Kenny Golladay, a man that many people thought was going to regress heavy this year, and it will show. He had his best season of his career. All 3 of those receivers are going to be heading to the Pro Bowl, along with an unsung hero. I'll get into that in a little bit. But those guys are all stars. But the star that shined the brightest was Terrence Glover. And there's a young star coming up, Ross Underwood. But let's get back to Terrence Glover here. Over 2,100 yards. You guys saw it. 28 touchdowns. Ladies and gentlemen, the yards in a season, that's a record. The receiving touchdowns in a season, that's a record. And with those big time performances, including this one on Sunday night against the Bills, helped this team get to a 13-3 record, the best record in the NFL. This offense was, by the way, the number 1 scoring offense in the NFL at 38 points a game, actually over 38 points a game. It was a great season for this football team. Highlights all over the place. Dominant. Great football. And we saw this team turn the corner. Usually we would actually just see this offense turn it up just in the second half of the season. But they put a full 16-game season of great offense. And the defense started coming along with it. And it helped them get to the position that they need to get to in the playoffs. And this was the play that broke the record here for Zach Phillips. By the way, Zach Phillips, 61 touchdown passes, 6 interceptions. Those 61 touchdown passes, and NFL record. Over nearly 6,000 yards. Unbelievable. And with this record-setting offense, the Patriots were able to get the number 1 seed. And they had their first ever home playoff game of the series. And their first playoff game at home will be against one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL. That would happen to be Patrick Mahomes and his team, the Kansas City Chiefs. This is the first time that many people expected the Patriots to win. This was the first time this team was Goliath. Many people wondered, can this team handle the pressure? We didn't know. Many people thought the answer would be no. And early on, the answer was no. But the Patriots started to answer the bell. They started making plays and coming back from a 10-point deficit. And there goes Jerry Van Dyke, one of the unsung heroes. And this was the play that helped them take the lead. And they won 31-24. And that play helped send them to the AFC Championship game where they met a team that many people thought they would see 2 years ago. The Pittsburgh Steelers. Many people thought that the Patriots would lose again. But they at least thought this was going to be one heck of a football game. And let me tell you something. If you did not see the episode, please go watch it now. It did not disappoint. But early on, for the number 1 seeded Patriots, there were a good amount of mistakes. There were 4 turnovers in this game, including this pick 6. But outside this pick 6, Zach Phillips might have had his greatest performance as an NFL quarterback. His finest hours as an NFL quarterback might have been in this ball game. He had to throw the ball 67 times, completed over 70%, and threw for 5 touchdowns and over 500 yards. And that was one of the clutchest throws of the game. This game went into overtime and it came down to Timmy Triplett from 42 yards away, right down the middle. And the New England Patriots won this game in overtime, 38-41, in a thrilling shootout against the Pittsburgh Steelers. This playoff run had a lot more adversity than last year, and it built character in this locker room, and they needed it when they headed down to Tampa to play in Super Bowl 61. Again, this was a game where the Patriots expected to win, and I apologize if I made that mistake. They were expected to beat the Pittsburgh Steelers, and they were expected here in this game to beat the Los Angeles Rams, a team that was the number 2 seed. Many people thought the Rams got lucky. And the Rams were very set out. Why did I say very set out? Or very, very hell-bent to prove to the Patriots we deserve to be here and not do what happened in 2018 where they lost in Super Bowl 53. But what hurt the Rams in this situation, the Patriots understand what it feels like to be the underdog. They were ready. And it showed it on the first drive. Jerry Van Dyke, an unsung hero of this football team, started it out. But the party wasn't over. And the points just kept coming. The defense played well. Stanley Terry capped off his playoff run with an epic Super Bowl performance. And with that amount of points, and with the defense playing well, the New England Patriots did it. They are back-to-back Super Bowl champions. From a team that was somewhat lost without Tom Brady when he retired. It took a couple years for them to find it. But now they found success. Now they found ways to win. They understand how to win games now. And now this team has just hosted back-to-back Lombardis. This journey has been something special. And I don't think this team's done yet winning Lombardis. We did it again, everybody. Thank you guys so much for coming along this journey with me. And this team, the Patriots, have now won back-to-back Super Bowls. What a season it's been.